All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment so special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Sponge, go.
They'll run on first down. Moore. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Let's go. You ready to go?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Steelers nothing. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready, set. 51. Yeah. Hey. 80 weapon. 2.
On first down, it's Ross. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey. You got motion there. You got motion there right there. 5.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Ross. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 13. West. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Ross. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Ross. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Go. Check. Crunch. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Yep.
Go now.
Deep grip.
They'll try the left side. Ross. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Come on, set. 70. Indy. Hey.
Mike 51.
Hey, echo. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. This is caught. That one goes for 24 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Go. Yeah.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
These two teams all tied after one. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
He's scared. Back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Moore. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, man.
Second and 1. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, it's Moore, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that, because he's eating them alive in the first half.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
No chance. Check 3, check 3. Protein spill.
Now a give right side. Ross. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
I got you. I got you.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On first down, Love. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. You better be afraid of me.
On 3rd down, Moore. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll try the left side. Ross. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get the ball. Mike by 4. Mike by 4. Mike by 4. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Leo.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2nd and 9 now. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We go! 60 Pittsburgh! Hey, come on, now, come on, now! Hey, Haywood! 54, right, 54. Exit. Hey. 54, right there, 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. 18 David. Come on, H3, 2, 18, chopper. Set hut.
They'll run on first down. Moore. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. But, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. But all they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
On second down now, it's Ross. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up third down and 9.
Down. 10-2 soft. Check. Watch 54. They can't hang with us. 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready to break. Mike 51. Hey, Charlie.
6
Go.
Check curls. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Got
61. Matchbox right.
On first down, it's Ross. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Tight end right. 40.
Second and 3. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. Ross. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Break.
51 to Mike. Check tight.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll try the left side. Ross. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
We got this.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll run on first down. Moore. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Love. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and then connected there and picked up a first down.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Moore. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
61. Matchbox, right. Slip,
From the gun, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 15-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Love, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Ross. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Check, 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 check. Check three, check three, check three. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
They'll run on first down. Grant. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, it's Ross. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 80 weapons. Set. Yep. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's get it.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get...
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears the offseason.